All right, we're back on Sunday night for more D&D and people maybe dying in sex dungeons and stuff. But hey, let's back up and figure out how we got there. so, let's see. I'm trying to remember where we were at the beginning of last session because a lot has happened. I think you had just arrived back in town, right?
Possibly.
That seems right to me. And
What
so
episode number is this?
the one after the last one.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So you had just arrived back in town, split up with your dear traveling companion Shago, and he basically told you to wait until tomorrow. At that point,
I was gonna say, I hope he dies.
yeah. So he said, wait till tomorrow. Basically he's going to set up a meeting so you guys can all conspire and basically your group can be blackmailed into some sort of retaliation against Queothe, who had sent you to murder him. Um, so you spent, a couple days in town doing various things, um, buying, selling, drinking, reading, all that good stuff. Um, And then the end of the second day rolled around, and you still had not heard anything from Shago. You deliberated a little bit, and from the sound of it, you were getting ready to leave, I think, the next day, having not heard anything. And over the course of the night, those of you who were up on watch over span of, I don't know, a couple hours, began to feel something attempting to kind of pry into your mind. And after the first pass, I think there were a couple of you awake. I think Fib and Lucius, maybe? Either way, whichever two of you were awake, eventually noticed a spectral form kind of drifting into the room and attempting to do something to one of your companions. But you're able to jump in and throw spells at it. And while they didn't hit, because the thing was spectral, you seemed to drive it away as it fled through the ceiling, never to be seen again. But there was a knock on the door shortly after, and there, kind of wedged in the door, you found a note saying that your mistake had been fixed, but there would be consequences. This being kind of a cryptic warning, you decided to do something about it. So let's see. Let me make sure I get this right. Lucius and Cyrene, of all people, decided to go to Jessamine's house at what is now the wee hours of the morning.
To be fair, everyone offered to go, and Serenade was like, I only want one person.
In retrospect, it's uh, kind of a pleasant surprise that Lucius hasn't wound up dead already. It could have just been Cyrene's master plan to get him away from the group and finish what she started out in the jungle. But
What if she had brought us with her? We wouldn't be stuck in a sex dungeon.
I feel like she would just let people know if she was gonna kill him, though.
yeah, no, she totally would.
You are a grown adult and you can fully make your own decisions.
And sometimes I make bad decisions.
You have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah, so as those two were talking to Jessamine, who's in charge of the legalized process of basically getting a license to murder someone else, they, spoke with her, and Cyrene did seem to kind of glean that she keeps herself covered, like entirely covered, and this may have something to do with the death curse potentially affecting her. But while those two were doing that, and Groilmod was just out on the town shit-faced, and Scorn is still outside of Port Nyanzaru in his tree, hanging out with Artis and Dragonbait.
Just waiting for these clowns to finish what they're doing.
Yeah. Thorv and Fib decided that they would pay a visit to Queothe. They knocked, they were let in, and, well, long story short, Queothe, she came and had a brief conversation with you before her two trusted employees, maybe, or servants, or something. They've had kind of this dubious relationship with her this whole time that you've known them, but the two of them revealed themselves to be a succubus and an incubus.
That's
Creatures that are capable of going ethereal and, more importantly at the moment, charming their victims into a pretty suggestible state, to the point that now Fib and Thorv are willingly following them downstairs in Queothe's house to a pretty sizable lower level, of which there is no visible trace above ground. And so as the two of them are led down the steps and then down a long hallway before it turns to the left and opens into a larger multi-leveled chamber. Let's see. I think what is Thorv's passive perception?
12.
And how about Fib's?
15.
Okay. So Fib, you hear somewhere off in the distance, probably behind one set, if not more, of doors, a familiar, deep voice yelling something about how they'd never get away with this. But you just continue on.
I don't know what voice it is.
It's a really deep and annoying voice.
Do I hate it and want it to die?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
that voice.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So you're led past some doors into this big chamber, and then when you get toward the back, the incubus and succubus split up, leading each of you to a different side of the room before gesturing toward these
Yeah.
wooden chair-like contraptions. And
It's everything goes in there. Sorry.
what is happening right now?
Ew, Becca.
Like, are we good?
I think she's yelling at Tim again.
Tim's
I'm
being an
sorry.
asshole.
Tim was asking about putting the wine bottle with the recycling.
Oh.
He's so concerned about the wine bottles.
I had to tell him that all the recycling goes in together, like in Texas.
No, because in Texas we could just throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, but it's still all together.
Yeah.
Cool. So anyway, yeah, the two of you are shown to these like wooden chair-like contraptions and instructed to have a seat, which, because these are pretty much the greatest people ever, and also, you know, you're kind of maybe into them, you do, unquestioningly. Because
Can we tell, like, what's happening, or are we just like, oh, we're about to have fun? Or are we like, shit, what am I doing?
So, okay, let me read this a little bit, because I feel like it's more the kind of just overwhelming, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Because like you are charmed. Let's see. One humanoid, yeah, or be magically charmed for 1 day. The charmed target obeys the fiend's verbal or telepathic commands. And then specifically, like, being charmed is a D&D term, right? So let's see what's specific to that. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. And the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So there is that extra stipulation of just doing anything they tell you, but I suppose maybe like it probably feels like, oh, this is really not something I should be doing, but at the same time, I kind of want to see where this goes.
That's a familiar feeling to Fib. So.
Of course it is. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, you just, you know, climb up into these contraptions, and they close a series of restraints around each of you. And then I think we see them both just tell their respective subjects, now, be good, don't go anywhere, and if Miss Queothe has any questions for you, answer them honestly and to the best of your ability. And then each of them like plants a kiss on your forehead
Aww.
and leaves for the time being.
And Fib is a little sad, a little disappointed.
So that's what's going on at Queothe's house. Gromod, you're drunk out on the street. What are you doing?
I think I'm like walking through alleys and just like hitting stuff and like shadow fighting drunk.
That's pretty great. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you know, stumbling through alleys, maybe accidentally punching an inanimate object or two. That whole depth perception and balance thing is kind of a bitch. But yeah, so he's just like off somewhere, probably the opposite side of town. Just you know, doing drunk goblin things. Okay. Maybe somebody a little more potentially in a position to do something. So as Lucius and Cyrene leave Jessamine's place, what would they like to do?
Before I leave, I'll ask, where is, you know of Shago, correct? Where is his family home? I believe he might be in danger.
They live in the same district, like probably 2 properties down. You know, you get very simple directions because they're practically neighbors.
Okay. And I'll say, alright, thank you.
I mean, I did tell her last time that it would be a good idea to find Chago because he's probably in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So
I
as
was just gonna get the heck out of Dodge.
as we're leaving,
If Shago survives and I don't,
as we're leaving, I'm going to say, I'll look to Cyrene and say, we should probably go at least find out what Shago's family knows.
Why?
Because if they have a way of locating him and he isn't dead, then she's just bluffing.
I mean,
Plus, you may be-
like, even if she's bluffing, she's still powerful, and we still need to get out of town. And
Well,
if
we
we
could-
head there and be like, hey, we think Shago's in danger, and we think he's in danger because we were hired to kill him, and that's why we brought him back here. That's kind of not.
I mean, we don't have to say why.
Well, generally, when you walk up to people and be like, hey, is your favorite son okay? Like, they're gonna ask you why.
Oh. Well,
That's why I told this chick. She has the power and the ability to follow up on that.
oh. Okay, well, then we don't have to go over there. Where were we gonna meet everybody?
I was just go back to the hotel after they packed, and Azaka will be there, and we'll get out of here.
Who was supposed to go and get who?
I mean, we've already, like, I already gave Azaka a heads up, and I mean, the people that aren't in the hotel are in that tree outside the city, so I'll just, walk over there and grab them and
Do you have the ability to send a long wave message?
No.
Oh. Shoot. Alright, yeah. Well, we'll have to stick together. I guess, yeah, let's head back to the hotel.
Okay. So, yeah, you head back. And I'm trying to remember, what means did you guys use to get in touch with Azaka?
I thought they walked by there first. On the way to Jessamine.
Oh, you know what? I do vaguely remember that. Okay. So yeah, we'll say Azaka is back at the Thundering Lizard. But she is the only one of your traveling group back at the Thundering Lizard. So yeah, you arrive and see her kind of seated off at a table by herself. She just makes eye contact and says, "So?"
Where is everybody else? They were supposed to meet us here.
Well, I mean, let's go check the room.
Oh, okay.
Go check the room.
Yeah, so you go up, check the room. Your friends aren't here.
Are things like ready to go, or
Did anybody pack stuff up, or did they just kind of go to the places they went?
I did.
we could have packed first.
I'd have had like my weapons and stuff, but that'd be about it.
Okay. So yeah, you do find some of Thor's stuff. Maybe Fib is she packed a little bit heavier, but
Oh, I see.
yeah. Yeah, Fib has all of her stuff. Thorv is just
Eh.
bare minimum.
He put one sword in his pack.
Yeah, my sword, knife, dagger, and any medical stuff I have as well.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. But yeah, so there is still some stuff in the room.
I'm just like, well, they were probably kidnapped.
This week on It's Always Sunny in Chilled.
Alright, I'll look to Cyrano and I'll say, stay here. I'm gonna go get the others. I can get out of any trouble that I get into. Unless, of course, it's, well, you. So,
Well, okay.
I can
Well,
go get Scorn and the others.
I mean, they're probably at Keothi's house. I guess
Well,
we can see if we can fetch them.
yeah, if they're there, I want to take everybody with us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
alright, I will leave. And, how far away is... where is our hotel? I don't remember.
Okay, let me hop back over to that map. So basically, the hotel is somewhere in kind of like this area.
Okay.
Wait, can you do it again? Okay.
Yeah, that's far.
You could do an Eldritch Blast from there.
Eldritch Blast.
Yay.
I guess I'll try to take the quickest way to get up there.
Okay.
And I will cast, what the fuck is it? Expeditious Retreat on myself.
You just bolt.
Yeah, so I will be
Okay.
moving at 90 around.
You know who else has that spell?
Somebody that makes you sad. Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, sure. That's reasonably quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, you take like a couple minutes basically, just get out there. And so Scorn, you're up in the tree and you see a rapidly approaching form, dead sprint right towards your tree.
You pooping?
Yep. Give me 5 minutes and I have to finish making logs.
Oh god, I thought he was gonna say making love. I was like, what did you find out there?
Welcome to the sex episode, everybody.
This is
special
Scorn's
delivery.
special alone time for Scorn.
It smells
Alright.
like ham.
Oh.
Wait,
Who's
does that
approaching?
mean...
I was intentionally not paying attention since I'm not in the scene, but now I am. So who's approaching?
Lucius is approaching.
Oh, hello, friend Lucius.
We
Hey,
get
Rolo.
we have problems.
Yes, you have many problems.
Yes. But we have reason to believe Thorv and Fib are taken.
Where? This is why I stay away from city.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to help you with your problem. Just tell me what you need. And please, I hope it's not involving these houses of power and whatever. I don't want to be wrapped up with those again.
Well, yeah, the
And
one.
anything sexual, I hope it's not sexual either.
Odd flex, but anyway, the house that actually asked me to do something, or commanded it rather. We believe they're there. We're not sure, but that would be the only place that I would see them being taken to.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go then.
Alright. Artists, Dragonbait, you guys in?
Okay, so yeah, Artis is kind of like already in the process of getting down from the branch of the tree that he was on and kind of gearing up. And Dragonbait smells like honeysuckle as he hops down from the tree.
Alright.
So yeah. Okay. So we see this part of the group. Wow. we see this part of the group head back toward the gates of Port Nyanzaru. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, so Discord chat's a thing.
Yep.
But yeah, so we have Azaka and we have Sirene together, making a beeline for Coyote's place, or looking for your drunk goblin friend, or
Probably looking for Drunk Goblin.
okay. Make an investigation check with advantage. Good enough. I mean, he's puked on enough shoes at this point that everybody knows who you're talking about. So, yeah, we'll say you spend like 20 minutes finding Gromod, who is, well, I don't know. We'll say he made it to the harbor somehow. What's Gromod doing at the harbor when you find him?
Pissing off a dock.
Nico?
Did you hear anything I said?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. He's like, I'm gonna catch a fish. I'm gonna get one. But he can't find the actual like water. He's just like wandering in a circle, like around a fountain or something.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's what you find.
Okay.
His drunk voice is something.
Something.
Well, I walk up to him and touch him, and cast Lesser Restoration,
Hmm.
and say, Gorlamod, we have to go save Thor and Fib. They got themselves kidnapped.
Oh, why'd the fuzzy feeling go away? How'd they get in trouble? It's only been what, like a couple, like
Yeah, I know. I got rid of the fuzzy feeling for you so that you can actually walk with us.
okay, but how long do I have to be on fuzzy?
Until we get them back.
All right.
Now we
Yeah,
can,
alcoholism.
yeah, I guess
All
try
right.
and meet up with the rest of the group before we reach Kabote's house.
Yeah, so I mean, we can retcon. You know, hey, maybe you actually had a plan and decided that you would meet in a convenient place, like near the Grand Souk, which is the big tent bazaar thing.
Yeah.
So you do that, and then you plan, or do you just go?
What is plan?
What is plan? What is plan really?
So
Is plan ever?
I guess we get there and I'll say, well, she probably is really gonna want me.
I mean, I'm not sure how picky she is.
Well, yeah, I know, but I made her angry by failing to kill Shago, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's any other way besides direct.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess let's head there and see if we can find out where our friends are.
All right.
Okay. So, you make the walk that you have made, well, a couple times in some cases, up to the Merchant's Ward, back to the fancy neighborhood where Jessamine and Janti and let's see, who else have you met? Wakanga, all of these fancy people live, and you make your way to Coyote's house. And so, yeah, you arrive, and how you want to make your entrance?
Um,
Successfully.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I
We
guess
don't
I'll
even
just,
know if they're here. We could just
Yeah.
knock.
yeah, I just walk up and knock.
Okay. So you do that, and it's a moment before you hear a response, but you do hear footfalls making their way toward the door. And eventually, the door kind of jolts back a little bit and slows down, and you see Indar, the male servant of Coyotes, kind of poke his head out, say, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, have you seen Thorb or Fib recently?
He, he seemes to consider it, and says, "I'm afraid I haven't seen them recently. No.
Inside chat.
That's
21.
probably fair." Let's see. Deception? Okay. You're not entirely sure you believe what he's saying.
I narrow my eyes at him. Just like, well,
Well-
can we talk to your master? If she's sleeping, we'll wait.
It's creepy.
He says, "Well, yes, it is." And he kind of trying to gauge it. Oh, what, 3 o'clock in the morning now? These aren't typical hours for meetings.
No, it's not. But yet, here we are. So, I guess, I mean, if you show us the sitting room, we'll wait.
He kind of like looks back inside, looks back at you guys, and all right, come in. I can't make any promises. She's not one to respond well to this sort of thing, but I'll do what I can.
Okay. I mean, like I said, if she's asleep, we'll wait.
All right. So yeah, he heads back down the hall, down the steps. At this point, while the Avengers have been being assembled, I mean, the definitely not Avengers have not been their trademark phrase. Yeah, so the two of you who have been tied up here, you've been asked some questions, which you have answered truthfully because
Aw.
bullshit charms. So they know about all of your traveling companions. They know who to expect, including Scorn and Artis and Dragonbait and Azaka. And I think that's really about it as far as what Coyote has asked you thus far. But as she is in the process, like I think we come back to Coyote with like you see a long metal rod just kind of sitting
Ooh.
over. Well, let me finish. It's not presumably as bad as well. I mean, it is as bad, but it's not as bad. It's bad in a different way.
Okay.
Long metal rod with an emblem of a flame that's just sitting over a roaring fire, and it is heating up to a point where it's just beginning to glow a little faint orange when we hear the footsteps of Indar coming down. And he gets close enough to not have to yell this. He just approaches Coyote and says, "They're here." She just smiles and says, "Very well, I suppose we'll have a quicker end to this than I anticipated." She grabs the thing that she was heating up and walks toward the stairs to the chamber. Stairs from the chamber. Followed by Ixis, the succubus. So,
Since he just left us there, I'm definitely snooping.
of course you are. So, I think it's Tim. If it's not somebody on a mic, then it's Tim. Okay. Snoop away. Are you specifically snooping for anything?
Clues to where they can be.
Cool. Make an investigation check.
Yeah, that's Tim.
He breathed in a food. Okay. So. Oh god. So many Discord notifications. I'm just going to put that full screen on my second monitor so I don't constantly have this getting in the way of my rolls. Okay. So, with a 22 on your investigation check, you CSI this shit. And first of all, I think you notice, without even leaving the comfortable sitting position that you adopted as you settled into just totally wait for Coyote and not do anything sketchy, you notice a single strand of pinkish hair sitting on the sofa on which you're currently situated.
Pinkish?
Yeah.
Who has pink hair? What? Fit? I thought Fit
Yeah.
had white hair.
No, it's
I'm
not
just-
pinkish.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
pinkish.
Oh, I smell coyote.
It is
No, I
a
guess it is pinkish.
thing
Just thought
that
it was
I
from
will...
The light.
Hold on.
I got it.
Coyote. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. Oh god, there's still notifications. Hold on. This must be because I did a clean install trying to get this to work properly for streaming. See if I can do a thing real quick. Notifications. Nope. Okay. In theory, that's better. So you see that.
Mm-hmm.
You see. I mean, I don't think there would be anything overt about it. You might remember, as you think about, okay, so my friend is probably here and being detained, you have heard a sound similar to the rattling of chains coming from somewhere deeper in the house, kind of in the general direction that Indar went to retrieve Quayothe, but you haven't really seen the source of that. So that could be a thing. But I think that's all there is to find.
I pick up the hair and I'm just like, they were here. I try my best. I ask, is someone sneaky enough to sneak down that way to see? I heard something over there, but I am quite noisy.
Let's see. Maybe Azaka is sneaky enough? Let's see. Yeah, she's pretty sneaky. I think she'll volunteer for that.
Okay.
So, yeah, she just nods and takes off down the hallway, being as stealthy as she can, which we'll see how stealthy that is. Okay. Cool. So, I guess we will go back to really kind of away from all the PCs at this point, because the two who are downstairs are at the far end of that chamber. So I think we see Quayothe, Ixis, and Indar walking down the hallway toward the steps to go upstairs, when we see from another angle Azaka kind of approaching from the steps. Let's see how this goes. Probably not
She
looking
better
for
do
her.
good.
Not looking for her at the moment, so... yeah, but they notice her.
Oh no.
And so... I think Quayothe just calls out to the other two. Says, "Seems we have company already." Points toward the stairs where we can see a not so stealthy Azaka, apparently. She rolled a 10. Kind of poking her head out from around the edge of the spiral staircase. So, yeah, combat. NPC combat. How exciting.
I mean, do we hear this? Like,
You're about to hear something.
okay.
Oh, Lord.
So, let's see. I guess I'm going to roll the initiatives. Let's get people situated. I have them all on the map. It's just a question of where was the fight going to happen, you know? Alright. So, we've got these
10,
two.
15.
Hmm?
I'm talking to Tim, sorry.
You talk to Tim far too
Tim
much.
needs to leave the
Tim-
house when we play.
We're a very Tim positive group here.
Did we have a long rest at any point?
You were in the process of getting a long rest, but I don't think you actually finished it.
Would it have constituted for a short rest?
I'd allow it.
Alright. Well, I have one first level spell left.
Okay.
So that might make or
so-
break it.
Yeah, this will be fun. It'll
You
be
have
great.
one spell total
No, I have
left.
3 total, but
This will be just fine.
Everything's gonna
Oh.
be okay.
no wait. Never mind.
Okay. Do. Almost done with all this fucking initiative. So we got this batch. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this batch.
Sorry, I hit the wrong
Um,
button.
It's
That,
okay.
and then that, and then
That's two.
this, and yeah, I think that's everybody. Okay, so relevant right now. Once she is spotted, the first one who gets to do anything is going to be the succubus, I think. Wait, where's Azaka on the initiative?
I'm
Why didn't it
not
roll for Azaki?
even seeing anybody on the initiative.
That's because you're not on the map.
Oh.
That's how this works. We'll get there in a second.
Okay. Don't forget to add
Okay.
2 to mine as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, first one who gets to do anything is the succubus, who is going to do a thing. And by a thing, I mean she is going to fly towards Azaka. And you hear, those of you who are upstairs now, you hear a kind of like loud shriek as the succubus takes a swing, a claw attack at Azaka. And you hear Azaka battle sounds as she gets hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
She's not being careful enough.
Then, let's see. Then another thing happens. And Fib, you're no longer charmed.
Yay!
Hey, congratulations.
I'm just restrained and I can't use my arms to cast spells.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did they disarm us?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, cool. So the rest of the group heard that battle sound, and so I'm gonna pick it up from the point where people will be able to do stuff. So Scorn, you are the
Me?
first one after the succubus to go.
Oh boy.
It's mid-round is the thing.
Oh.
Mid-round?
Yeah, so because we're layering things. I started the encounter with the highest initiative roll that's present for the encounter, which is the succubus. And so we pick up after. You know what? That's bullshit. That's stupid. I don't like
that.
I don't like that rule.
Who came
I don't
up
like
with
it.
that shit?
I know it's terrible. Let's just go with the top of the order because it's the simplest thing to do.
Hell yeah.
Besides, why would people roll high if they don't get to go first?
Right.
Lucius.
Why would they even try?
Yeah, exactly. So Lucius, because of your +2, you are going before Fib. What would you like to do?
How far away from the stairs am I? Or at least from Azaka?
So Azaka's at the bottom of the steps. You're not entirely sure where she went, is the thing. But I would say you could get to like this long hallway that seems to kind of feed into the rest of Queothe's manor. And I think you'd have an opportunity to look around and at least find the steps and get most of the way down.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that, and just, I'll say, everybody, I guess it's time. Let's go.
Okay. Cool. So that happens. Fib, you are not charmed, and you're in a thing.
Is anyone in the room?
There is
I'm here.
nobody like on your level, but if you look up to kind of a visible walkway,
Level.
there is some person that you don't know who is currently locked up and in a cage next to a big roaring fire.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Okay, what am I tied up with? Leather straps?
Yeah, probably leather straps.
That's the kinkiest material there is.
It's true. Okay, I guess I could just try to loosen it? Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right.
Should I do a sleight of hand?
Yeah, I'll oscillate a hand.
Wait a minute. This is silly. Hang on. Can I just use blessing?
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Because it doesn't say that I need to be using my hands or anything.
There we go.
Okay, and that's bonus action. I go over to Thorv and I try. Well, actually, do I see my weapons in the room?
Sure.
Okay, I grab my dagger and I start cutting into Thorv's binding.
Okay, so, yeah, you poof out of the chair thing, grab your stuff, take off running. Let's see, that is a bonus action to do that. Okay, you can get to Thorv if you dash. And so we kind of see Fib like begin loosening Thorv's stuff, but we won't get that roll till next turn.
Okay.
Cool. So then, Artis is just kind of looks at Dragonbait, crazy look in his eye, and says, "Let's do this," and runs after Lucius down the steps. I mean, you guys are basically kind of all just entering the map at this point, which is why I haven't taken you over there yet. But I can at least get you placed. So, Lucius, Artis, Gromad, what are you doing?
I think Gromad is just going to. I have no idea. I guess he'll shoot at the succubus with his bow.
Okay, you gotta.
I'm also gonna.
Yeah. So.
I'm upstairs, aren't I?
Yeah, you are upstairs.
So yeah. All right, yeah, I would go downstairs.
Okay, so because oh wait, hold on. What the hell am I doing? You are a ranger, not a rogue. I thought I was about to tell you could bonus action dash, but guess what? You can't. So
yeah, I will just use both action and bonus action to move downstairs.
Yep. So you, just like everybody else, kind of get down. There's yelling from an annoying voice somewhere. And then Thorv, you're actually kind of happy where you are, but Fib is trying to cut you loose for reasons. So
Okay.
all right, sure, whatever. That's cool.
Okay. What are we doing now? I'll just sit here.
Okay. So yeah. Then it is the succubus's turn. Let's see if she heard you guys coming.
Succubus.
Succubus. Okay.
Succubus.
Ooh, succubus.
Kinky. Anyway, yeah, I think she would have noticed you. Yeah, she would. She's got pretty good passive perception. So, she is going to actually get back from the steps a little bit. And yeah, that's it for now. Scorn, you are in the living room. You can be not in the living room if you want. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you join your friends.
My acquaintances.
Your acquaintances, yeah, that's
You
true.
asshole.
Yes, all of your closest acquaintances.
Does Scorn have friends?
He did.
Ooh.
And then we made bad plans.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a thing, and this is also a thing.
Some of you are well on your way to being a friend of Scorn.
Fib?
See, that's
Fib
gotta
is.
be reassuring.
Maybe.
Fib. Come on.
Okay. So then, as you guys are grouping up kind of at the landing at the bottom of the steps, getting like just to a point where you can kind of see what's going on, you watch as Azaka turns around to face you guys and is going to come at you and attack.
Traitor.
I mean, you know. Okay.
I knew
so
we
she's...
shouldn't have trusted her. Right from the beginning.
All right, so she is going to run up to, oh boy, the first one down, who was Lucius. And she's still in human form, so I think she's just going to use her scimitar. So, Lucius, Azaka runs up and takes a swing at you, which is a 19 to hit. That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage. And then she's going to swing again. Oh, you got something?
I'll just say, Azaka, what the hell?
There's no cussing in D&D.
Sorry, Wendy.
Wendy gets tired of having to censor us.
By the way, guys, just in case you've missed it, Wendy has somehow been promoted from #1 fan and wiki editor to producer. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
she
Let's get a round of
now.
applause for Wendy real quick.
I'm sure she's gonna love dealing with that noise.
Sorry,
She's gonna have a
Wendy.
real rough
Sorry,
fucking
Wendy.
time.
Alright.
There we go. Okay. But yeah, you got another attack coming your way. So that's a 14 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So that's gonna be 7 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
And that's it for Azaka. You then Fib from behind you. You hear the person in the cage like, "What about me? I actually want to get out."
I do not answer. I pretend I don't hear it.
Help! I've been here for weeks.
Wait, weeks?
There's another person here, not just Shago.
Oh, okay. I still pretend I don't hear it because I don't have time for that. Does
Great.
it sound like someone who's in a powerful position who can help us later?
You could help us.
Uh,
You never know.
What?
You
Do
never
you
know.
want me to save Shago? Fuck that. Viv is
Okay.
gonna carry this to her grave. She let Shago die. She's proud of it.
No, this is a guy other than Shago.
But Shago's in here.
Can't let anybody out in case they're secretly Shago.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
So
I
yeah.
don't have time to rescue people, although he would owe me a life.
And a jailbreak would definitely give us a distraction.
And maybe he can fight. If he can't, I'll be pissed. If he's none of those things, I'm gonna.
Worst case, at the absolute worst, he wastes a single person's turn in them killing him.
Oh, that's fair. My map's only half loaded now, so I hope I don't need it.
Well, we'll get to the actual battle map once we get to the bottom of the round, which is only Dragonbait and Cyrene away. So,
Tyranny, why are
yeah,
you so slow?
yeah. So Dragonbait goes downstairs with his big ass sword out. Next, Cyrene, what do you do? Are you speaking?
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Stop talking to Tim.
I'm sorry.
Are you really talking to Tim?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
That was
okay.
earlier.
But yeah. So do you want to follow the group, or would you like to do something else that doesn't just involve running down the steps into whatever this is?
I want to try and reach Azaka.
Okay. So you can get very close. You can get
I have to dash.
So everybody basically would have to dash to get to the bottom of the steps. So that's kind of what we're working with here. You can get to a point that is 15 feet from Azaka if you dash. Because you're going from upstairs in the living room, just like everybody else.
Yeah, I will dash then.
Any bonus action stuff you want to pop?
I want to touch her, but I can't.
Ugh, it's so creepy
Bonus
every time
action.
you say that.
Yes, I want to touch her.
If it
Anyway.
helps at all, it looks like I just went around with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson with knives for hands, by the way. Yeah.
How injured do you look?
On a scale of 1 to 10, pretty hurt.
Okay.
Already? Did you get hit?
Oh
Yeah, he got slashed up by Azaka.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Silly Azaka.
I don't think there's any bonus actions I want to take.
Gesundheit.
No sneezing.
Bless you.
Wendy doesn't like it.
Okay, so as we get back to top of the round, we can like fully shift this to combat mode in the torture chamber.
Oh.
I only see a tiny little, like, oh. That's
Yeah,
not
you
right.
only see a tiny something because you're in a hallway.
Gotcha.
I see almost the whole torture chamber. Looks pleasant.
So yeah, Lucius, you have a violent Azaka on your hands. What are you gonna do?
Hang on, let me zoom in here. I am going to look at her and go, Azaka, what are you doing? And do I see any of these people?
Yeah, you see him.
Alright, I'm going to... let me take a quick measurement here. Alright, hang on. So who this? Coyote?
So I didn't see a ping, but the one with the afro is Coyote.
Okay, Afro Girl is Coyote. Afro motherfucking MAN. Got it. So I guess I'm going to Misty Step behind Dragonbait with
Okay.
bonus.
Cool.
And in aiming down, I'm going to try to hit this dude because he just looks, I don't know, I don't like him. He looks
Okay.
evil. I'm gonna try to hit him with a witch bolt. Can I do that?
Maybe.
So,
Who died?
what?
It was
Somebody
Laura.
died.
I actually went to the second channel. You guys are all lame.
Cool. Yeah, so you're witch bolting the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 6. So no, you're not witch bolting the thing.
Not witch bolt. Alright. Well, anyway, it got me out of there. And I'm just going to. Oops. Put myself there.
Cool, cool.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Fib. You are at Thor's thing, able to finally get him out of there. So, you want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Cut.
Yeah, easy enough because you have your stuff, so you don't need to make a check. We'll just say that's like an action. So yes, you've seen like when people leave, they tend to go over here.
Wait, I'm not zoomed out. It's still loading. It's taking all day.
Okay, let me get something else that you can see better then. They go this way. Can you see that?
Do it again?
I'm measuring people.
Yeah, it's
oh,
just
wait.
on the screen.
Oh, I saw a ping! Yay, I see it!
Over here.
Okay.
There you
go. Okay, so I want to grab Thorb and yank him up.
Okay.
Because I assume he won't want to come with me. Does he resist me pulling him along?
Well, Thorv does really want to stay there because he was told that he should stay there.
Oh, I'm just like, Thorb, we have to leave. And I slap him.
How hard do you slap him?
I slap him as hard as I can. Well,
Okay.
do I think, because maybe if he has pain, he'll get another saving throw or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, it's possible.
I slap him so hard.
Okay, make an unarmed attack against Thorv.
Okay, what do I add?
Strength.
Yeah, so you... And you are automatically proficient with your own fist. So, yeah, you get to roll a d20 and add your proficiency and strength.
Is our proficiency is only 2? That's low. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's high-ish.
So we did specify that you guys were disarmed. I don't think they like stripped you. So I think Thorv still has armor. But you know what? Go ahead and roll that again. He's prone technically. I'm trying to help you here. I really am.
Thorv doesn't notice.
Yeah.
Does the slap count as an action?
It's an attack.
Yeah. The action
Okay.
economy on this turn is very dubious, but it's fine.
Alright. I guess for now that she'll do.
Okay.
Oh, I should
Yeah.
have done something else.
So Artis is now on the front line with Azaka, and I mean, yeah, he just fucking yells and takes his dagger and tries to knife Azaka, because that's what you do.
There are too many freaking people. All I want to do is go.
Well, no going for you.
Only stay.
So, all right. So Artis swings, and I mean, of course he hits all 3 times. Why wouldn't he hit all 3 times?
Oh god.
Who is he hitting?
Azaka?
I mean, she's been rude, so.
Okay,
Everyone will
so
just hold their turn until I can go.
No.
But we must kill
Alright.
Azaki.
yeah.
No,
Azaka
I
Obviously.
just
has to
cast
die.
protect against good and evil.
You don't defend her, she's attacking us.
Okay,
She
so
won't
let's.
be if I cast it.
All right, so yeah, Azaka does get to, maybe make another save or something. So let's see. Okay, so Artis takes his dagger and like shanks Azaka, who like you see this look of realization immediately and she gets hit 2 more times after that, as Artis is just like ah! But yeah, so that's cool. But Azaka seems to have snapped out of whatever was controlling her.
Well, that's good. That's what counts.
Yeah. Gromod, what you doing?
So Gromod can't see anything.
Why the fuck not?
It's not at the bottom.
Hold on. We need to like fix your thing permanently. I feel like this is something that I've just forgotten to save many times. You have sight. Do you have sight now?
I do.
Cool.
Okay. So is that Azaka right in front of me?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shoot at Fro woman back there.
Fro woman. Yes.
I'm gonna throw the hunter's mark down on her and do that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Does an 11 hit? An 11 does not hit.
All right, then that's my turn.
Cool. There's more yelling from somewhere deeper in the chamber. It's deep in tone and annoying. Thorv, what you doing?
Can I go and find the lady? Put me in here and tell her that Fib's trying to run away?
So
Ugh!
there is a telepathic connection between you and your succubus friend. If you would like to use that, you could.
What the
No.
fuck?
I'll sit there.
Just can't wait. She'll be back any minute.
Oh, she's coming back for me.
Okay.
Gotta wait right here.
She
Alright.
won't leave me.
Alright. So I think the succubus is going to focus on somebody else in the party. But who will it be? Scorn. Make a wisdom save.
Oh, I don't know how.
You don't have to then. I read that in the rules.
I made it.
16, you say?
Probably.
Okay. You do in fact make it.
Hooray.
And you are, in fact, awesome.
So, two things happen. First of all, Scorn is not affected. But because the succubus tried to charm somebody else, Thorv, you suddenly come to your senses.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, good.
Good job, Scorn.
Yeah. Then she just kind of takes up a spot right in front of Queothe and ends her turn. Scorn, what you doing?
I think I'm gonna just become a Dananana and blitz that succubus.
Da-na-na-na.
Show that tramp what's up.
Ooh.
I know, right? Where is it? There it is.
Edgy.
Oh, I can't get it to.
What's the issue?
I can't remember how to get the image. Oh, there
Just
it
drag
goes.
and drop it.
It was. It didn't do it the first time. That was weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch like several of them show up over the next few
right.
seconds, but
What is my speed? 40.
Swarm of
Okay.
da-na-na-na-na.
Okay, yeah, so I got plenty of movement to run over here and attack her.
cool. Do the thing.
Alright.
Don't you have a thing if you run, you can like jump?
Yeah. So if I run toward them and hit it with a claw attack on the same turn. So does that mean I use a claw attack and then the strength thing happens, or is it like I get to use my multi-attack as part of the claw?
Let me
it's just
take a
if
quick
you
look at
hit.
this.
Because like you're running and
So-
like just attacking, and if you hit,
If-
you're knocking them down.
Alright, if it moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature, then hits with a claw attack on the same turn. So basically, as soon as that first claw attack happens, well, as soon as it hits, the target must succeed on the strength save or be knocked prone. So, like, if you run, attack, and then it fails the strength save, if that first attack hits, then it gets knocked prone, and then you can keep attacking, is how I'd rule that.
Okay.
Because it's
Yeah.
prone.
Alright, then here we go.
Okay, so that's
what
a
the hell
miss.
is that double? Okay. Alright, so 16 to hit.
Okay, so a 16 does hit.
Alright, so 6 slashing.
And then, yeah.
And then DC 12 strength check.
DC 12. Not the strongest thing in the world. That is a 1.
Nice.
Ooh.
That means she falls through the floor, right?
I mean, it depends on what release version this is. We did fix that later in development, but
Gotcha. Okay, so then she's prone, so my last attack has advantage then.
yes.
So that's a
Oh
fashion
my
crit
goodness.
there.
Okay.
Good lord. I just imagine he this little dinosaur knocks her over, and then just jumps on top and starts digging in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
he's punishing her for trying to seduce him. homie, don't play that.
I'll get inside you another way.
whoa.
Ew.
Whoa there. Okay. Cool. So that was a thing.
Yep, someone said that thing. That was just
Mhm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
can't deny that. But that's it for my turn because I already used my bonus action to transform, so I can't use the final pounce bite.
Yeah. Okay. So
But that's okay.
yeah, the incubus is going to move here and points in the general vicinity of somebody in your group.
Could it
And
be?
that somebody is going to make a save, and we'll see how that goes.
You better not try to seduce Azaka again.
It went so
Okay.
well the first time.
She seduces Dragon Bait.
So suddenly out of nowhere, you just hear Artis scream, "I don't like dudes!" And
That's amazing.
and then it's Quaothe's turn.
We're like, we don't care. Like,
Yeah. So Quaothe is going to yeah, she's gonna cast a spell. Specifically,
Animal friendship.
that's definitely the one she was going for all of the
Yay.
animals in the room.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
She's going to summon a bunch of snakes.
Well,
This will be like an Indiana Jones movie.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's pretty great.
Considering the options we have.
So, yeah, you watch as she utters something, and then all around her, swirling around in what's really like a bigger space than you can even see in this narrow hallway, there are these little floating flames that just spin around and around and around, revolving around her, while not seeming to do any damage to her two companions. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely going to be doing some damage to, well, lots of people. Let me see the conditions for this, though, so I don't screw somebody over.
okay.
I shan't.
Okay, so basically, there is a 15-foot area surrounding Queothe that, if you step into it, it's difficult terrain and it hurts. So there's that. So the Denanana does not take damage at this point, but will if things don't change. Azaka is going to... yeah, she's gonna come up. Get right in the middle of everything. And probably take some damage. So... Alright, she needs to make a wisdom save because why not? More rolls. Make more rolls happen. Alright. She manages to force her way through the firestorm surrounding Queothe, seemingly not taking at least as much damage as she should from this. Still a decent bit of damage, though. And once she gets to the spot she is on the map, she is going to try and attack Queothe herself. So, 2 scimitar attacks, both of which are going to hit. And she cuts into Queothe, who's still standing, but definitely looks like that hurt. You hear more screaming from deeper in the chamber. Somebody help! Please!
Oh god, somebody shut this
Oh,
NPC
dramatic.
Dragonbait is gonna do a thing. Forward, he runs into, well, through the fire and the flames. He carries on.
Stop that prone succubus.
So he needs to make a save. Ooh, Dragonbait's not feeling very wise today. And so he's gonna get burned pretty good. Dragonbait gets burned pretty severely. But
Through the fire
he's
and the
alive.
flames, he carries on.
But through the fire and the flames, he carries on.
If Dragonbait dies and we don't get to know what ham or what smells like ham anymore.
Okay, so
I agree with that incomplete statement.
Does he
Yes.
smell like burnt ham now?
he does. Really smells like a combination of ham and burning, which is a little different. But he swings on the prone succubus and connects. And when he does, the sword flashes.
Yep.
And yeah, you hear her like scream as that thing goes off, and he gets to attack again. Which he is going to just barely hit with that too. And
Oh wait, he rolled a 2?
no, 2, like as
Oh.
well.
Oh. I thought he hit with a 2. I was like, what?
It definitely sounded like that.
He's OP.
Alright, so yeah. The succubus is alive, but really fucked up. Sorry, Wendy. Cyrene, your time has come.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because you just talked over me, so suddenly I thought you couldn't hear me again. I am going to cast Shatter at a point where I hit both the Incubi and Queothe.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'll hit Azaka along with that.
I'm
But-
pretty sure you will, but yeah, so if you're willing to hit Azaka, then it's certainly something you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Con saves all around.
My good rolling continues.
Does it hit the succubus too?
Yeah,
Yes.
10-foot radius. It hits them all.
Yep. So, Succubus fails. Incubus fails. Queothe.
Explodes. Yep.
She died already? Wow, good fight, everyone.
Queothe barely passes.
Oh.
She got exactly what she needed to succeed. And then Azaka fails.
Azaka, oh my god.
Zaki.
I'm so sick of her. Oh,
Okay. So, the succubus is vaporized.
you dumb bitch.
Fuck you!
Yeah, the incubus gets like blasted back against the wall. Queothe takes some damage. And yeah, Azaka takes a fair bit as well. Alright. Yeah. So there was an explosion in the hallway. Cool. Anything else from Cyrene?
No, that's it.
Lucius.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just gonna kind of point over the top of our little buddy here. And I am going to cast Witch Bolt at 2nd level at Queothe. Fuck me!
A 6 is still not going to hit.
I want to use my bonus action to just cry.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fib, what you doing?
Okay, so Thor looked like he looks like himself now.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to like get out of here?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, cool. And she
Probably go help that one guy that keeps yelling.
What?
Or just kill him so he shuts up.
I'd rather just help him if you insist to. Is it this guy right here?
Yeah.
Alright, let me do a measure. Oh my god, it's gonna take all day to get there! I gotta go around this way, around... Like...
There's the stair right there to your right.
Oh, are these stairs right here?
I'll call that a ramp, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or stairs or something, yeah, sure.
Okay, I go right here, and what do I see? I have a little bit of movement left.
Okay. So yeah, you see a scrawny, malnourished looking kind of like middle-aged dude in tattered clothing in a cage.
Can you fight?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, that's as far as I can get while dashing.
Cool. Alright, so that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Artis is going to take out his bow.
And take out his
And
gay frustrations on the guy who gave them to him.
look, man, you have to understand. Artis doesn't like dudes. It's very important to him that he know that you know that he doesn't like dudes.
Okay.
Just in case
Okay.
you are wondering.
Yeah. Okay. So, longbow probably attacking the incubus, if we're being honest.
The incubus?
Yeah.
The incubus.
He's totally said the Yankee
Well, that's just fucked up. So no.
The Yankee bus?
The Yankee bus.
Whoa. Whoa. All right.
Do the opposite of what I did.
I mean, he hits all 3 times again.
Yep.
This time actually against an enemy, but
Good.
yeah, doesn't seem to maybe do as much damage as one might expect.
Oh.
So that's the thing. Cool. Royal mod.
I'm gonna start moving up. See what's going on back there. Oh, the incubus is still up, right?
Yeah, Incubus
could
is
probably-
up, Succubus is down.
And
Okay, I won't.
Coyote's up.
Okay. Well, if Quaothe is up, I'm gonna go for Quaothe then.
Mhm.
Because I'm gonna apply my Slayer. Well, yeah, I'll apply my Slayer spray and then Hunter or Longbow.
Mhm.
Damn.
Oh yeah, 22 is gonna hit. Okay. Yeah, so you shoot Quaothe, just like knock her back with an arrow. Yeah, she's starting to look a little rough.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay. You hear more annoying yelling from actually now that you're here, it's very close. Like probably just beyond this door. Thorv.
I'll go and scoop up my stuff and follow after Fib wherever my stuff is.
Okay. Succubus is dead. Da-na-na-na.
Da-na-na-na.
I think I'm just gonna run right over that corpse in front of me.
Are you gonna run around?
No.
Oh.
Oh, so
Room for that.
one thing, Lucius.
Yeah.
You did move into the thing.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, what do I need to do?
Don't
a thing,
move into
don't
the
I?
thing.
Yeah, you got to do a thing.
What's the thing?
The thing you got to do is you got to make a wisdom save.
Alright.
Cool. So you're only going to take half of this damage, which is still probably going to knock you out if we're being
Yep.
honest.
Yeah, very much so.
Let's
What'd
see.
you move into?
I walked into her flaming balls of fire.
Oh.
I completely forgot they existed. Had I known, I wouldn't have walked that close because I don't need to, but it was just kind of more.
So, Lucius,
Yeah.
you're still up because you take 4 points of
Oh,
damage.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. It's
Yep.
it's fine.
It's a flesh wound. We're good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and sorry about not seeing the aura. I've had this thing visible on my screen the whole time, and I didn't realize that you couldn't see it.
Oh.
So, there's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cheated.
Cool.
So do I need
So-
to make a
So
wisdom
wait,
save?
now if I'm in it and stay in it, am I good?
No, and you know what? I would say you probably are familiar enough with how spells work that if you wanted to, at the end of your turn, you could probably, like, back out so that way you don't take it again when you start your next turn there.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I would have backed out.
But yes, because this is Scorn's first time since the spell went up doing anything, he's starting his turn there, which means he needs to make a wisdom save.
As the oh,
Hell yeah. All right. So definitely passed. Let's roll. And yeah, you're only going to take 5 points of damage. And then you may continue on your merry way.
Okay. I'm just gonna attack her like crazy. I'm gonna start with a classic little bite attack. 12, which hits for sure.
Which just misses.
Well, alright.
John?
That's alright. This
scratch
one
the shit out
hits.
of her.
Yeah, that's going to hit. 16 hits.
Scratch her in the face. And then that also hits.
It's an 11.
Yeah,
Yeah, that definitely hits.
cool.
No. Okay. So yeah, you hit her once.
Alright, and that's gonna be it for me.
All right. Cool. Coyothe is going to. Let's see. She is going to. She's going to back up, which provokes an opportunity attack from
Azaka.
Scorn and Azaka.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I bite her butt off.
That is inappropriate.
Her
You bit
left
her
butt
afro
cheek.
and it came right off.
She takes 10 embarrassment damage.
Okay, so yeah, you like jump toward Coyothe as she tries to run away, and you like tear into her. And
Gross.
between that and Azaka coming in with the scimitar, you guys drop Coyothe.
Nice.
So that's a thing. Then it's Azaka's turn right away, so she's just gonna turn and try and take down the
Do her
Incubus.
fireballs poof away?
yes.
Okay.
There are no more fireballs. So actually, let me get rid of that real quick. Okay. Yeah, Azaka attacks the Incubus and misses horribly both times.
Standard.
No, really, I can fight. I'm great. I'm strong. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just let me out. Dragonbait runs up. And, well, he doesn't really have any... Well, yeah, I guess he can go through Scorn's spot and just run right over Coyote's body.
He's blowing
Kind of
up my
like-
spot.
Just sneaking through.
Alright.
Did he say, "Oop, I'm gonna sneak past you real quick"?
Yeah, exactly.
Tiptoeing through the tulips.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had to go get the ranch dressing somehow.
Yeah.
Dragonbait is going to attack the thing. And he's gonna hit both times, and oh my god,
Yep.
just dead.
Yep.
Dead.
You did a good
it,
one.
Yep, that Holy Avenger +3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, just like that, combat's over.
Yeah.
This is not how I expected tonight to go.
It's really not.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna walk over here and cast Cure Wounds and give you 11.
I'm looking a whole 2/3 better than what I just was.
Can I keep going? Because I want to come over here and stabilize Kothe. But she's like just out of my range.
Why, Becca? Why do you do these things?
Because I want her to go in front of everyone and say how terrible a person
Oh
she
my
is.
goodness. Do you think you are Anakin Skywalker?
Yes.
She's too dangerous to be kept alive.
So,
Are we in
I mean, at this point, I think we're out of initiative. I mean, sure, Sireni can stabilize Coyote, but yeah.
I feel like Fib tries to get this dude out because she doesn't know what's...
I want to come over here and see who's been yelling this entire time.
like a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, after that, I want to make my Well, what? Her butler's still somewhere, isn't he? Or
I mean, I guess to your knowledge, yes.
okay.
Whoa, what's this? Big
I
fight.
want
Fire.
I told someone to guard Kyothe, and I want to head in here to see if there's more people I need to heal.
You're the one who revived her. Why do we have to watch?
I didn't revive her. I spared. She's not actively dying. She's
Yeah,
not.
because of you.
She's knocked out.
Alright, I'm not
I
gonna
just.
go
I
downstairs.
don't want. Frickin' what's his name to come by.
Ralph
Oh.
Nader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ralph Nader.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't.
don't be a hater, vote for Nader.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's the thing. And you look around, and eventually you find your peoples. And another
Hi.
person.
Hi.
I'll say,
Is
who's
this
this?
all the people here?
I'm over here next to Fib.
Okay, what's your name?
Let's see. He says his name is.
No idea where Fib is, though.
It's right here.
What'd you say, Becca?
I don't know where anyone is.
North.
So I'm just.
Very north.
Yeah.
It's in northeast.
God,
Very
fucking
nice.
grandma. Little good. So good.
Anyway, the dude's name is Losi.
What? How do you spell that?
Losi.
I don't trust it. How'd you get stuck in here?
Poor decisions. How'd you get stuck here?
What kind
Same.
of decision?
I trusted a friend foolishly.
I trusted a chick at a bar, foolishly?
Oh, you.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people do that.
Why should we let you out?
So I don't die.
I don't care much about that, but I know someone who might, so I guess I'll let you out.
Yeah. Is it locked or is it just like?
I feel like he would just leave if it wasn't locked.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to help. So I'm just
Have you tried the handle? Wait, there's a handle?
Like, haven't you tried pushing the button that says open?
I'll take something hard like the handle of my sword or something.
I'll thaumaturgy and give you a couple of
okay.
pins
A couple pins?
to like lockpick with. Yeah.
I can't lockpick. I'm not a rogue.
Oh, what did you want then?
My sword.
I'll try and knock the hinges out of the door.
Sure.
Okay, I step back for that.
So, yeah, go ahead and make, I guess we'll call it an athletics check. Not the best. Not the best.
Not at all.
So yeah, you kind of misjudge it, and you kind of bend one of the hinges in such a way that it might actually be a little harder to open.
Thank you.
I tried.
Yes, you did. Now may I try?
Yeah.
Okay, what check do you want me to make to break this open with my sword?
Make an athletics check.
Okay. Can I make a weapon attack instead with my rapier?
Explain to me how you're going to break a metal cage with a rapier, and I'll consider it.
I don't want to break my rapier, so I guess.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you get it like loosened up to the point that, you know, I think if you and like somebody else kind of like hold the door back a little bit, you're able to at least help him squeeze out of the cage. It's like not the smoothest process, but it works.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so he just like climbs out and says, "Thank you so much." Um,
Hey, before you leave,
yeah.
we're gonna get, what is her name? Not Yasmin.
Jessamine.
Jessamine. Could you say that Gothe was keeping you captive here, so we don't get in trouble?
Is she? And he like makes the finger across the throat gesture, like, is she dead?
She's
She can be.
stabilized right now. Yeah.
Why are we not gonna kill her?
Yeah, why didn't you guys kill her?
Yeah. Why didn't you kill her?
I'm gonna go back and do that.
I'm gonna come
I'll
help.
join you.
I'm fucking done. I am literally walking back to do it.
He is now.
Fuck that. I know better than to leave something fucking up. Leave a page unturned. Return on that
And
page.
I turn and I'm just like, yes. She
Where's the light?
Give it a minute. Just give it a minute. Anyway, I'll just have Stratos go down and bite her.
Yeah.
Do we want to kill Shago while we're here too?
You know, I don't have
Shago, I think, died already.
I don't have a reason to kill Shago.
And I give Thor a glare.
You know what? Hang on. I got a better idea.
Friends, is that you?
Wait, come here.
God
Come
fucking
here.
damn it.
Everybody, come here. Everybody. Now,
What?
before we let him out, we can make it just a condition that if we let him out, that
We kill him.
No, that everything that happened is done. It has not happened. We undo that.
What?
For his freedom, he forgets everything that had happened.
Or I could just kill her.
Very well.
Sirenny wouldn't like that, and I look over at Azaka. There are others that won't like that either.
Fine.
I look over to Azaka. Are you agreeing to this?
If it means less bloodshed, I suppose I can go along with it.
Well, letting him out and then getting us all out of the hot seat. At least those that participated.
So yeah. Anyway, back to Tyranny and
Sorry.
Lucy over here for a second. Yeah. So Tyranny just basically said, "Well, she is now."
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to catch up. Like, there's nothing I could do at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he says, "Well, then, by all means, sign me up, as long as she's not coming for me."
Yeah, well, no, she's not anymore. Is anyone else in here? Do you know anything about this place?
He says, there was another guy that they brought in, not long ago. Real punchable face.
Okay.
Not sure what happened to him, but I think I've heard him
I think he died.
somewhere.
Okay. Are there any, like, I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, let's leave this dungeon area. But, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go look for him.
Okay.
Do I see any doors or anything?
Let's see. So yeah, you do see a set of doors down here.
Down where?
Bottom left of kind of this main chamber area. Yeah.
Okay. I will head that way.
And we'll say that you're coming up on that set of doors just as the rest of the group is outside the doors to the same room, but on the opposite side, having just come up with this plan. So what does the group want to do?
So, I'll walk up to the door and I'll kind of bang on it and say, "Shago, is that you?"
Yes, it's I, Shago.
Is there a slot, like a food slot, or so that I could be able to look in?
There's not a slot. The door is not that strong. It's like kind of a flimsy wooden door.
Oh, I'll yell through. I'll say, Sago, we'll let you out, and one condition though, and it's probably not one that you're going to be too bad about.
But fuck off, or save your life.
And Sirenny, you can probably hear this from the other side through the door.
He's like, can I walk through the door?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I open it,
Yeah.
and they're just yelling, and I'm just over here.
The only thing I want is I want us to be on even terms again. Forget about me trying to, yeah.
Kill you. Your name's kill you.
And I'll let you out. Deal?
Okay, so at this point, yeah, he's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
seen Sirenny walk up
Yep.
to the cage that he's in. And what's Sirenny doing?
I'm just looking at him and shrugging.
Okay. He like kind of gestures to you like, well, are you gonna... He's not saying anything. He's like gesturing, thinking that maybe once again you are at a party. Nothing?
I will think about it. Give me a second. And I just want to tell him, it's like, well, you got yourself into this mess. He's just asking for a life or a life. And I go and I want to roll an insight check to see what he thinks about me saying that and what he thinks about Lucius's offer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, he certainly looks like somebody who's, received due punishment for his wrongdoings. But, yeah, I don't know. Probably hard to say. You don't have any reason to distrust him, I guess.
What?
I mean, well, I will open it.
Okay. And so yeah, you open it, and yeah, Shago steps out and heads over toward the door at the south side of the room and opens it. Maybe, if he can. If dynamic lighting will allow such things to happen. Hard to say. I don't know if dynamic lighting is going to allow such things to happen. There we go.
Oh, he was at that door. I would have been.
Yeah, he was at that door.
I thought he was at the one Fib was. Is Fib by a door, or is that?
No.
No.
Fib was just wherever everyone went. I can't see anything.
So yeah, I'd have been at that door.
Yeah, but anyway, he's out. He walks over. Says, "All right. Never speak of any of this again. Yes?"
Well, one question.
Oh, well, we did tell... Gosh darn it, I just want to call her Yasmin.
Jessamine?
Jessamine. We
Who's
did tell-
Yasmin?
No one. You are not a person to say anything.
Fair.
Yeah, Lara.
Oh! That's not why.
We did tell Jessamine that, they contracted us to kill you, and we came here, and we thought you got kidnapped by her. But we didn't. I didn't mention that Lucius attempted anything. So, but yeah,
Understood.
I'm not sure how politics go in this place, but we at least, you were missing, so we did something.
And I suppose that's enough. And yeah, he says, I won't be pursuing anything against you. To be honest, I would rather just get all of this behind me and go back to the fort and pretend I never met you people.
Goodbye.
What happens with this house? I mean, does I kind of kick Coyote?
He says, well, there will be power vacuum, to be sure. Someone has to run all of the official functions that Coyote was responsible for, and I suppose whoever does that will inherit the title of Merchant Prince.
So there's a position open.
Yeah.
But, Lucius, I don't think anyone would mind if you snagged a few things on your way out.
Okay, bye. And you see Lucius just take off running. I'm going back upstairs.
5 minutes later, we just see
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Lucius,
help.
like walking across the lawn with the TV. And
Yes, yeah. The thing is I have cast Disguise Self, and I look like what the hell's like? Oh god, Terry Crews, I think it is. That Old Spice guy. Or is that Terry Crews?
you said the Old Spice guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the black dude.
Yeah.
Yep. I look exactly like Terry
wait.
Crews.
There are two black guys in Old Spice commercials.
Yeah, there's like the light skin one and then the darker skin guy.
You're
Terry
talking about the
Crews
one that yells a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's Terry Crews.
Yep, Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews is fucking amazing.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. So, yeah, looting, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to heal these guys if they want to get healed. And
Okay.
while they are looting, I tell them that I am going to head over to Jessamine's house. Give her an update.
Wait, let's get all the stuff out of here first.
Yeah, let's get all the incriminating shit.
And
all
by
the stuff we're
incriminating, he means valuable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want to let this guy go, so
Which
hurry
guy?
up. The other prisoner we freed.
Oh, we'll
He
give
prob-
him a
he-
handful of shit.
Yeah,
That'll be
he probably
fine.
wants some stuff too.
Isn't that right? I look at him.
Yeah, sure.
Armful of shit, maybe some clothes. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what we can find.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like looks down at the rags he's wearing right now. Okay.
I mean, the problem is, can we find the butler or other servants? Like, there are other
Okay,
people in
kill
this
them
house.
Yeah, should we just travel as a pack and kill everybody?
Should we just clear this whole thing out?
The hired help probably didn't do anything wrong.
Well,
Jumped on that thing.
Then they won't stand in our way as we try and steal all the stuff.
Yeah, they probably
I
took all
understand.
the
If they
gold
do, they can die.
We're not gonna just kill them, we're gonna give them the choice.
out. Show us where the real good stuff is.
Yep, give us this money, or you can die, or take some money for yourself.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So I will lead the charge in, like, just searching every fucking room top to bottom.
Okay. So yeah, let's see what we got here.
I've never felt more triumphant.
I'm pretty good at investigating things.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, so I'll just. I don't know. Heal.
When Serenade doesn't know what to do, she's like, I'll just heal. I don't.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Heal.
Yep.
I want to go
When in
find the
doubt.
armory.
Cool.
She's healed,
Who?
and I help the other guy find some clothes and stuff. I
Wait,
guess.
who did you heal?
Annoying guy.
Oh.
Well, if other people want heals,
No, I'm good.
they need to come to me. What is Azaka and Dragonbait and Artis doing?
Artis is probably getting in on some loot,
Yeah.
but Azaka and Dragonbait are just kind of like standing by, like, "Okay, guys, we ready to go?"
Almost. Give us a minute.
I am specifically looking for like anything magical itemy that I can find.
Okay, so yeah, let's resolve some looting. Go ahead and I don't know, whoever our two best looters are, let's have you make investigation checks.
Oh,
I guess
mine's
everybody
only
make an
two.
investigation check, and I'll take the two best because everybody's doing this.
Oh. Oh,
I am specifically not investigating, and my role shows it.
It's true.
this is a perfect, like, it perfectly shows how well we are looking. No, Serenade's like, while Fib and Lucius are like, fucking magic items, yes!
It's like an Easter egg hunt for us. And we're
Okay.
like adults running through this.
So, Fib,
Mhm.
in your search, you eventually reach what is basically the master suite of this manor. And you find quite a few fancy things. So first of all, there is a vault, or like a safe, I guess. Like kind of a larger wall safe kind of situation, hidden, but still visible because you're such a good investigator,
Mhm.
behind a large armoire kind of piece of furniture. And you find inside this safe a lot of coins. Like a shit ton of coins. You find, all told, 100 platinum,
Oh,
1,800 gold,
Whoa!
oh my god.
I'm so mad I'm playing a druid that doesn't care about anything.
We're going to get you
And-
the finest tree.
Yeah.
and 600 silver pieces.
Damn.
She just swims. Fib has never seen this much money. And she's like, maybe getting kidnapped by the sex dungeon owner wasn't so bad.
Among the other fancy things you see in the room, but not in the safe, there is a bolt of fine cloth, a box of perfumed candles, some nice pewter earrings, a rabbit fur coin purse, a painted glass necklace, and then in one select corner of the room there are what look like some pieces that are kind of on display. Two very elegant looking brooches, a circlet, and then on a pedestal sort of in the very corner there is a set of pipes, like musical pipes.
Oh,
So we see like the Indiana Jones scene, just like walking up to the pedestal, like. "Ah." Okay.
5.
Right. So yeah, that's what you find. We'll say wherever Groilmod and Thorv happen to be searching, they kind of cross paths and simultaneously come across a second stash of stuff here. So it's not quite as bountiful as the last one, but there are a number of cool little trinkets as well as some particularly notable things, like a set of boots. They look like cold weather boots, which is a bit odd for the setting, but they're there. An immaculately clean and well-crafted javelin. A brand new and quite refined looking hand crossbow. And then like some assorted jewels.
I want to try on the boots.
They are warm and very soft on the inside, like fur-lined, some top-notch boots.
Yeah. I'll take them off and start filling them with the jewels and stuff.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, we'll say you get 10 gems worth 50 gold each.
Sounds good.
Cool. Was there anything that Gromod wanted from the stash?
Gromod was going to check out the javelin.
Okay.
He's not gonna check out the wine cellar.
Haven't
I
got there yet.
mean, yeah.
He
Get
might
it?
not know
'Cause
that's
you're
a
an
thing yet,
alcoholic?
but nobody show him the wine cellar. But yeah, okay. So yeah, you check out the fancy javelin, and let's see. So. All right. So etched onto the side of the javelin, kind of like wrapping around this kind of yellowish metal weapon, there is the shape of a lightning bolt. Let's see here. For simplicity's sake, I think you also find a little scrap of paper underneath said javelin that features the command word, which, because this is just a fucking train wreck D&D game like the best of them, what is the command word for the javelin of lightning that you've just found?
I'm gonna need a second to think about that.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so there's that. So people round up your loot. Did anybody need me to repeat any of the fucking hoard that you found, or?
Oh, yes.
What about me? I will... Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I totally missed you.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to give you loot.
Yeah, for some reason, like, I wonder if like years came through, because I saw fibs and I checked for anyway. Whatever. You find more shit. I mean, honestly, I would say you and Fib find the same stash. Just because that's the nice one, and then there was like another one that I had kind of set aside for. So Fib, or Lucius, you are there with Fib, seeing. Let me repeat, just so you know as well. 2 fine brooches, circlet, a set of musical pipes that Fib is already like drooling over, 100 platinum, 1800 gold. I think, what did I say? 600 silver.
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah, and then other like basically just fancy shit: fine cloth, candles, earrings, coin purse, necklace.
I'm gonna take the coin purse. Does the coin purse look magical?
No, I think since we're not like on a time crunch here, you recognize that the two brooches, the circlet, and the pipes are magical.
All right, I'm gonna
As
get. I was
we're
gonna gather the other 3 items and go over and start identifying the musical instrument that Fib is so gloriously truly.
since we found everything together, we look upon all of the gold and the platinum and everything, and we just like hold hands and like, ah! And it's like a scene where like our sparkling gold with the reflection. We're so happy about all this gold.
First things first, though, guys. We need something to put all this in because we can't carry all of this.
Don't we have a bag of holding? Every adventuring party has a bag of holding.
We do not. I was hoping to see if I could find one in here, but we do not have one.
Where's that guy? Bring that guy back.
Okay, so he's like in the process of like putting on an actually decent set of clothes.
Hey, guy, get back over here.
I gather all the magical items up, though.
Not my pipes.
Well, no, I'm identifying your pipes right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Get over here.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna help us carry this stuff.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I wasn't asking, but okay.
You guys, I want to
What?
bring him over to see Justin while you guys handle this stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, that could be a thing.
I guess we can make more than one.
Well, I can take some of it too.
Okay.
Alright.
What do you need me to carry?
Oh, just as much, maybe as much gold as you can fit.
Okay. It's 15 times your strength, right, Eric?
For your carrying capacity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does gold weigh? 0.05, right?
Maybe. Forget. Try adding a gold to your character sheet and see how much the weight goes up.
Identify.
Yeah, so identifying the
0.02.
pipes. Identifying the pipes, you determine that this is a set of pipes of haunting.
Whew.
Which I suppose I can just kind of show people.
I can carry 1,000 gold.
There you go.
Well, we only. Oh yeah, we have 1,800.
So
I
would you
think
like me
these-
to carry 1,000 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think these pipes.
Why aren't we stealing the platinum?
Well,
Uh,
we're gonna
I put-
divide that up.
I put the platinum in my pocket.
Well, no, I take half at least. I don't.
Okay.
I don't let you.
Listen, we're gonna split it all, right?
I don't know. If you grab all the platinum, I'm taking half. That's all
Okay.
I'm
I thought
saying.
we built up trust, but I guess it's fine.
Well, we both saw it. But anyway,
Wait, what?
What?
Well, did you guys finish this here? I'm gonna bring this guy in
Okay.
over. Yeah.
Oh, right. What about the bags?
The bags.
Or bags of hunting or whatever you said? Bagpipes?
The pipes.
Pipes of... Sorry. I think it's a bagpipe. I'm thinking it's a bagpipe.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, that'd be good.
So yeah, set of pipes of haunting, which that is a thing that somebody could add to their inventory. Probably, Fib, I would guess, if you give them back.
Yeah.
But how they work is you must be proficient with wind instruments to use them. Is Fib proficient with wind? I think she is. She's proficient with a pan flute, right?
Yeah.
That's a wind
Okay.
instrument.
So they have 3 charges. You can use an action to play them and expend 1 charge to create an eerie, spellbinding tune. Each creature within 30 feet of you that hears you play must succeed in a DC 15 Wisdom save, or become frightened of you for 1 minute.
Ooh. Fib likes that.
And you can choose to make it so that all non-hostile creatures just succeed on the save. So you can be selective about who you scare.
I like this.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I suppose we can just keep going down the line because there's a bunch of other stuff to get through.
Yeah, I'll bang out the 2 necklaces next.
Okay, so you have 2 brooches of shielding. While wearing one of these things, you have resistance to force damage, and you have immunity to damage from the magic missile spell.
Huh. I'm gonna put that on for now. And then I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
I will say, I'll announce, I have one of these. Anybody want it?
I mean, Shaman will want it.
Okay.
Hey, you know what that makes you resistant to?
What?
Eldritch Blast. Okay, and then add 1 more item. A circlet.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a circlet of blasting.
Ooh.
While
Of what
wearing
kind
this,
of blasting?
Anal blasting.
the kind that allows you to cast Scorching Ray as an action. When you make an attack roll for it, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. It basically can only be used that way once per day.
I'm gonna put that on. So.
Okay.
And I'll
So,
give
yeah.
the necklace if anybody wants it.
I want to check out that crossbow that we had too while we were in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Sit down and do that again.
Well, this one's pretty straightforward. It's a +1 hand crossbow.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. I'll turn to Grom out and ask if he wants it.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Another question. Do I find any incense or anything? Any magical paper?
Coyothe doesn't need that kind of stuff, so no.
No? Okay. Not even incense?
Nope.
Huh.
She
What
just
about
likes the
these-
smell of burning.
She just likes... Oh. Burning what, though, is the question.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Proficiency.
Other proficiency.
You have no other proficiencies. You're pretty one-dimensional. That's sad. Anyway.
I'll say, well, Can we carry all this? Yeah, we should be able to carry all this gold and stuff, right?
Yes, of course. We'll figure it out.
For anybody who's interested, there is also a pair of Boots of the Winterlands in case you hadn't pieced that one together.
Oh yeah, what is
Uh,
that?
Probably not the most relevant thing for a walk through the jungle.
They
Just
keep
like
you
it wasn't the
warm.
most relevant thing for a walk through the desert, like last time this came up in a campaign of mine.
why you keep giving us bad items then?
Because I hate you.
Oh, that was hurtful.
So that they just
It
keep you
also
warm.
sounded like the most heartfelt I hate.
That's true.
But anyway, they're boots of the Winterlands. They require attunement. They are furred boots that are snug and feel quite warm. While you wear them, you gain the following benefits: resistance to cold damage, ignoring difficult terrain created by ice or snow, and the ability to tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 1 degrees Fahrenheit. So basically, you don't get like cold fatigue or anything.
Can I have a pair of those in real life?
I'll hold on to those if nobody wants them.
They have all my gems in them. You can't just take them.
No, I'm just saying, because those could come in handy with a spell I have.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
gesture
let me
towards
get.
the scroll.
Let me figure out something to do with these gems, and then you can have them.
You can
Yeah,
switch
you're
it
good.
out. I mean, we still have the hotel room. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It's
not gonna
there.
take them to use them. I can hang on to them.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need some way to carry all this stuff, and they seem convenient.
Yeah, that's fine. I think our first step is we should try to at least get a hold of some sort of magical carrying bag.
Go buy a house and put all this stuff in it.
I don't know that we want to buy a house.
We
I
could all be
guess-
roomies.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna go to Jessamine. So,
Yep.
bye.
Okay, so Cyrene and Losi. Anybody else?
Nope, I'm staying back where I am.
Yep, I'm taking all the stuff.
Okay.
We've had
Find
a
a wheel.
stressful day.
Go
That's
find a
true.
wheelbarrow.
All right, so yeah, Cyrene heads back down the
Ask
road.
If, what's his name wants to come with us too.
Shago?
Shaga!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it gets Shago away from you, so.
Yeah.
Nobody doesn't steal our stuff.
Yeah, fuck off, Shaga.
Okay. Yeah, sure, he comes along.
Okay. And off
So-
we go.
Fib
Yes.
sneers at him as
Yeah.
I roll my eyes.
So anyway, Cyrene and Shago and Losi make their way back to Jessamine's place and knock on the door once again at what's probably getting to be like 3:30, quarter to 4 in the morning.
Almost a reasonable hour. We're getting better at this, okay?
Okay. So the same housekeeper that had answered the door before comes and says, "Can I help you?"
I'm so sorry to be here again, but,
I'm sure you are.
Quoth
What is it?
said,
Oh. Sigh. Opens the door. Doesn't say anything, just kind of gestures you toward the living room. Says, I'll be back. And yeah, moments later, Jessamine returns, still covered head to toe in several layers of loosely fitting clothing. She says, "You're back soon. This either means good news or very, very bad news. Which is it?
Well, I think both. We went over to see Kvothe because when we got back, our friends were gone, and well, she had kidnapped our friends, and we went back there to get them, and now she's dead.
She says,
And here's Chago. We found him. He was in there, and so was Losi.
yeah, and Lucy is just like immediately like word vomits, like, yeah, she was bad news. She kept me locked up there for like, it had to be like 3 weeks, and there was fire, and like he lifts up his shirt, and there's like this big like burnt in mark of a flame. And he says, and she did this, and she was bad news. I'm just saying, this one right here, pointing at Sirenny, hero. Get her like a medal or something.
Sirenny definitely blushes.
And Shago says, "Oh, I wasn't there for 3 weeks, as this man says, but I was there long enough, and I know she was involved in some dark dealings, friends with some sort of devil creatures."
Oh, yeah, she had an incubus and a succubus there.
He nods as if he knows what the hell you just said. And yeah, he says, if it weren't for Sirenny and her traveling companions, I may very well be dead by now. So I understand she's outlined our complicated relationship to you already. And I would like you to know that I have no interest in pressing any charges for the contract that was taken out on me, as Coyote is dead, and as you see, I'm still living thanks to these people. Jessamine kind of nods, says, "It's fair enough. There's still the matter of a dead merchant prince." She reaches into one of what you gather are probably many hard-to-find pockets in this complicated garb of hers, and she produces a small iron coin that looks vaguely familiar. It has the head of a triceratops on it, and she reaches out toward Sirenny and says, "Place this on her doorstep when you return for your friends.
Okay, I can
That
do that.
that will tell the guard all they need to know."
Well, thank you,
Thank you.
and rest well, and well, yeah, we'll see what else we can do to help you.
And she nods, says, "And you rest as well. I understand it's been a long night, so
Yeah,
I won't keep you here any longer than you need to be."
yeah, I'm so sorry for waking you up again.
She says, "While there are few, I do believe that this was something that would qualify as a worthwhile cause. Now, go."
Thank you.
Alright. So, yeah, you're shown out and all that good stuff. We probably come back to the rest of the group having looted to their heart's content. So I suppose we'll pick up from that point next week.
One other question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we find any of those coins in looking through the house?
Like the one that Cyrene was just handed?
Yeah.
No, you did
No?
not.
Oh.
I mean, can we end it where I go back and put the coin on the doorstep?
Sure.
That way I don't forget. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, yeah, we'll pick up there next time and see what you guys get into. I mean, at this point, you got money. You've got decent influence within Port Nyanzaru.
We have
And
a level up?
I would say, I mean, yeah, like, well, hold on. You
What's
guys,
the number? Because some of us are slightly different.
yeah,
I mean,
there is that whole slightly different.
Beat a boss.
Well, let me total things up, and then I'm not going to exclude Fib and Thor, even though they were kind of off in, another part of the room for a lot of it. Like, they were still there for the encounter, and they did still play a role. So let's see what we got here.
Everyone waiting eagerly.
Okay, so we have 6 PCs, and then 3 NPCs who were a factor in the fight. Right. Everybody gets
Water buffalo.
367 XP.
Yes.
Yep. Alright. You said 367?
Yep.
What do we level up at? 2700?
2700.
Level up.
Ooh.
Alright.
Yay.
Yay.
Heckin' yes.